Hello everybody and welcome back to the Lore Corner for Death and Taxes episode 3. Today we are picking up on week 3. We've just finished our 2-week evaluation, so let's see how the gameplay goes. Alrighty. Let's just take a quick little peek, see if we can see anyone down there. No. Alrighty. What all we got going on today? Oh, it's another 8. It's a big docket. Well, let's see how the world reacted to our choices from yesterday. Whoop. At Truth Exploder. Window shopping for planets. Could this planet be our future home? At Crow News, popular political commentator dies of a heart attack. That's unfortunate. At the Daily Moon, fear warranted. Superstar racer Miguel Salk dies from hundreds of bee stings. Oh, no. At Polito, government attempts to pass law that punishes bees for being murderers. Let's not punish the bees. How are you going to hold a bee legally liable? At Crow News, chef at local bistro Sans Frontières disappears into wilderness. Authorities organizing a search. At Modern Health, health issues on the rise due to poor quality diets. At Crow News, chauffeur dies as their vehicle gets rammed off the road. And at Crow News, Daredevil delivery driver crushed by falling debris when sudden earthquake strikes Cosmopolis City. Another earthquake. At Tech Bros, use offer code SIMWORLD and get a 25% discount on our subscription. And at The Economical, nothing increases productivity like efficient time management, and no one crafts better watches than Master Wallenberg. That's a lot of news today. At Science Today, dormant plague bacteria discovered in permafrost waiting to be released. Oh, that's not good. In fact, that's very bad. At Foodies, crazy bohemian Waffle House gaining popularity. Go check it out. Okay, that was a lot of... We're really getting a lot of information thrown at us now outside of our first week. Well, let's see here. Congratulations, Grim. You passed the performance review as expected, but let us not dwell on the past. I need you to focus on the future. This will be a tough day. Be attentive. It's never good when Death says it's going to be a tough day. Okay, quota for the day. A total of 6 humans have to die. At least 3 humans with a scientific background have to die, and at least 2 humans aged 30 or younger have to die. Humans are so easily corrupted. Good reaping, fate. Oh boy. Well, okay, so it wants 6 total. 3 with a scientific back. I'm probably not going to follow all these instructions. Because most of my science people are doing that simulated world theory that I want to see come to fruition. So first we've got Ronald Kershid, 29, firefighter. Ronald has been working as a firefighter since their late teens, pledging to give their life to protect the people of Cosmopolis City. In remarkable physical shape, they have been organizing athletic events for communities all over the country to raise awareness for fire safety. So good bean. That sounds like a guy worth saving. Henry Birch, age 43, literary critic. When the adolescent Henry poked a fellow student with a pen, they realized from that moment onwards that their best friends will only be found on the pages of books, as these friends cannot be directly poked with pens. That's... okay. Moving right along. Ijiro Bankole, 26, archaeologist. That's a good look there, my guy. Ijiro is currently organizing an excavation in the colder regions, digging up some permafrost in the hopes of finding artifacts from the fabled age of the colossal hamsters. Ijiro, my guy, you're gonna die, unfortunately. You cannot be digging up that permafrost. Aishwarya Sinclair, 34, social worker. Aishwarya has been working at the local refugee community, helping them get settled and figure out the particulars of the bureaucracy of Cosmopolis City. In their free time, they enjoy lengthy swims. They plan to write a series of novels about the labyrinthine nature of bureaucracy. That's a good bean. Keep that bean alive. Jerry Morrell, age 49, position kidnapper. Jerry is a creepy kidnapper. There's no way around that. Their latest plan is ambling near stadiums wearing a cute mascot outfit and swiping kids who want to take a photo. It hasn't really worked thus far because of the crowds, but when it will, they'll demand a substantial ransom. Jerry, you must die. Christopher Wyatt, 44, money launderer. The hell, people? Christopher opened a Waffle House in the middle of the Cacti Valley to have a reason to claim illegal income, but avoid customers. When a hiker finds the place, which sometimes happens, Christopher starts sweating profusely and attempts to cook with 10-year-old ingredients. Yikes. Christopher, you're gonna kill someone that way. Stephen Ashby, 55, statistician. Stephen lives and breathes statistics. They work as a statistical consultant at several companies and give lectures at the university. Every time they get drunk, they start ranting about the misuse of p-values. Okay, nothing inherently bad about that. And Ami Morin Podge, 35, poacher. Amy is a gifted hunter who has recently found a way to make a decent living with the skill. They hunt the elusive mountain cats for their fangs, which are thought to cure a multitude of health problems. Okay, well, I have no problem killing the 5 of you, and Stefan, I'm afraid you hit the quota of the 6. I only got the 1 person under 30, but that's okay. Okay, life for the 2 good beans. Oh. Sorry. Ooh, yeah, I shouldn't be yawning that much at this point now. Oh well. Alright, another 6 deaths. Alrighty, guess that is that. Confirm those choices. Oh, the speech bubble's back. Let's see what they have to say.
Yes, you did it, Reaper. You have achieved.
I did?
Your grandeur grows with every passing moment. Soon we'll be but mere motes beside your blazing glory.
What are you rambling about now?
Nothing. I wouldn't dare say a thing, Your Majesty. Carry forth your deed of darkness, Reaper. But stop before it's too late. Already getting a bit late as we speak. The dusk nears.
Always very cryptic, the voice in the mirror. Very cryptic.
Good evening, Grim. I hope you are doing well. I forgot to ask you yesterday. How did it feel going through almost a whole week on your own?
Shrug. Basically one day follows another.
Just so. Even we cannot stop the constant advance of time. Well, let us quickly go over the usual administrative matters. The papers. I see you have marked the appropriate number of profiles. Yay. Honestly, this corporate mandate is growing a bit tiresome. Oh well, what must be done?
Oh, so even Fate's getting tired of the rules and whatnot.
Speaking of, yesterday marked a significant moment in your career. Are you content with your evaluation?
Not sure about the whole rebellion thing you spoke of.
Oh, the fancy of my imagination. Take it as a metaphor. This reminds me. Have you any questions? It has been a while since we had a personable dialogue.
How long is a day anyway?
The complexity of time. Imagine that it is not a fixed and stable entity. I am sure you did not think only 15 days have passed since your arrival. Considering the frequency and magnitude of events in your moderately sized region.
Wow, that's weird.
Anything else?
I'm still a bit unclear on the origin of the rules.
What do you mean?
Do you pick what's supposed to happen and thus make it happen?
Oh, nothing of the sort. The world, and the people therein, create the situations themselves without our interference.
Okay.
Our datamongers assemble, collate, and examine wide swathes of data, and calculate the parameters for the necessary equilibrium. We do not directly cause deaths, although our choices can modify the structure slightly.
How can that be? If I mark profiles, don't these decisions affect other people?
In a sense. But this is certainly not a one-to-one sequence of causal links.
Somehow I don't believe that.
You should consider time works a bit differently in here.
Yeah, okay.
Anything else?
What's my history? Was I somewhat?
You are a death spawn. I crafted you out of different materials.
Cool. I like being a thing.
Anything else?
Do you play chess? I recall some film about death with tons of chess.
No. I am instead particular to this game called Go. Aesthetically pleasing, less violent and imperialistic. Anything else?
Interesting. Seems like a hint of some sort, possibly. This was a lot. I should go rest.
Oh, one more thing. It was nice of you to gift Lady the little gerbil. I am sure she appreciates it. Although, personally, I am growing rather tired of the incessant squeaking.
Whoops. Sorry? A loud squeak interrupts from somewhere behind the table.
Until tomorrow, Grim.
Yeah. Boom shakalaka.
Shiver me timbers! Ye sure can't get enough of the Emporium.
You know it. Alright, this one gives us the dog heads.
Ever been to the land of dunes, ye scallywag? There be ancient civilizations under the sand sometimes. Once I dug out this particular golden icon. All while I was digging, the bowels of the World Eater rang in my ears. But I persisted. Dug until me fingers cracked. No stopping. Till the riches were secured. Ah, 'tis truly a wondrous thing. Turns your own head into a jackal's, it does.
Okay. Very straightforward. Maybe one of the jackal heads will be cool. Stealth. Jackal. Goodest doggo. Foxy. Winter is coming. Anpu. And get all black kind of look there. It's not bad. Or the equivalent, all white. Kind of like that one, actually. I want it in the suit, or I could just have that. I kind of like that. That's a good new look. The Gilded Bird person. Alright, and time to start a new day. Our pig has multiplied again. Oh. And it also looks like we only have 4 profiles today. Our news roundup at Crow News. Let's see here. Archaeologist stumbles, impales themselves on the massive tusk of a supposed giant hamster. Oof. That's not what I thought was going to happen there. At Crow News, critic dies from blood poisoning after accidentally stabbing themselves with pen. That's an ironic death for him. Let's see here. At Crow News, poacher mauled to death by pack of mountain cats in a seeming act of revenge. That's good fun. And at Crow News, unknown mascot struck dead by lightning in the middle of the day. Stadium officials confused. That was our creeper kidnapper. Good riddance to him. Crow News, a charity event organized by local firefighters, enjoyed by parents and children alike. That's great news. You love to hear that. Look here, Grim. How about we try some new methods of maintaining equilibrium? I have great faith in these techniques of a more structural nature. Quota for the day, a total of 2 humans have to die. The humans on the opposite ends of the profile bundle have to die. It's just telling me who to kill. Yes, this may be the key. Fate. So it wants me to kill these 2, which are Diplomat Rashida Mathios, 37. Rashida is a representative from Carthenia, a nation recovering from a major economic crash in Cosmopolis City for a state visit. They've come to negotiate a mutually beneficial agreement. As they were being driven to City Hall, their vehicle was attacked by would-be assassins and rammed off the road. Yikes. And they also want Talia Al-Farsi, 64, president. Talia is the current president of Formosa, recently elected after years of working as a professor of economic theory. They are known for being critical of exploitative structures and pushing for more wealth equality. They have 3 kids and 8 grandchildren. Absolutely not. I will not kill these people. It's madness. Who are our other options? Magnus Whitaker, 39, a brewer. Magnus is an experienced brewer who produces artisan beer. Their specialty is microbrew, but they have also experimented with nano and pico brew. They are currently building an experimental brewery capable of producing femtobrew. That's very good jokes of scale names. And Melita Vanderpool, 32. Again. 32. Something's not following here. Mathematics teacher. Melita's doctoral thesis was about calculating the parameters around conflict situations. Afterwards, they decided to put that research to the test in a rough enough environment, school. They're into skiing and crafting little paper versions of fractals, like the Menger sponge. How about none of these people die? And they all seem like fine people. And I'm especially interested to see how that president pans out. So yeah, we 100% ignored deaths or fate's orders today. Let's see if what Mortimer's got.
A pleasure to see ye again.
Okay, so the face of the great old one is back, but I don't think we're going to get 500 coins today for not following instructions at all.
You disappoint me. I hoped to avoid having this discussion again.
It's a bad start. Bad start.
Must I really reiterate myself? You cannot allow all to live. I hope you realize the implications for the world and for yourself.
Is that a threat? You can't force me to do this. I refuse.
Why this misguided display of stubbornness?
And see, now he's saying I'm stubborn. When Lady Pawdington's eyes were open, he was like, oh yeah, it's all cool.
This will be noted down as your second warning. There will not be many more. Good night, Grim. We are all walking on a tightrope, prone to falling at any moment. See that you do not.
Okay. Still no money. Okay. Well, that was not a great day, but let's see what the next has for us. Fate's up there. Seven profiles to deal with today. And our news roundup at Crow News. Formosan economy gradually improving after critical economic reforms. At MeTube. Click here, Talia Al-Farsi re-election campaign video. At Tomorrow Science. Teacher uses clever mathematics to resolve conflicts with modest results. At Crow News. Visiting diplomat escorted to safety after gunfight ensues between unknown assailants and law enforcement. And at Crow News, beer visionary starts selling experimental beer in 5 microliter tubes. Is his tiny beer gonna explode the universe? Alright. A fresh idea. Your performance of late implies you may not be as motivated as you ought to be. Well, to even out the number of humans, we will try another new structural method. You will be required to demonstrate utmost precision. Quota for the day, all humans in the bottom row have to die. Keep the chaos away, will you? Let's see who it wants us to kill then, and see if we're going to go ahead and do that. Jewel Gray, 35, biochemist. Already not a great start. Already a little suspicious here, but Jewel was born in the countryside. Ooh, excuse me. But moved to the big city to go to the university. They like rock concerts and bars, although their visits have fallen due to having substance abuse issues in the past. They're trying to find a cure for chicken flu. Okay. Arcadius Novitsky, 22, field hand. Arcadius lives the life country musicians always brag about having. Blue denim jeans, red truck, and closeness to earth. Still, an oddly large amount of their time is spent with the Scarecrow. They like drinking cheap and watery beer. Okay, that's a weird implication about the Scarecrow there, but... and finally, Wilton Singh, 39, logistics coordinator. Wilton is a very proficient logistics coordinator. Their nickname at work is Smooth Operator. They also apply these skills to managing 2 separate secret families. Whoops. I guess he would be very skilled at that. Okay, so those are the 3 it wants me to kill. It's just literally all humans in the bottom row. Let's just double check who our other options are before we commit to that plan of action, though. Zitian Wainwright, 35, school bus driver. Zitian drives children to and from schools every day. Although it seems like a job that requires responsibility, they're usually pretty lax about it, sometimes partaking in soft narcotics before getting behind the wheel. They say it makes them focus better. Zidian. Why would we keep him? Michael Land, 31, composer. Again, the 30s. Such a... I mean, I don't doubt that one is feasible. I do know 30-year-olds who look like that. Composer, Michael was a musical prodigy since age 4, being able to pick up any instrument with little to no effort. Recently, they've been working at Fine Arts Studios, composing some of the most haunting musical pieces for a number of soundtracks, mostly for computer games. Beverly Benneridge, 45, a curator. Modern art. Is there anything more exciting and confusing at the same time? Sometimes it feels as if the artists are deliberately crafting outrageous works to attract people into galleries to badmouth these pieces. So it seems to Beverly, yet they have an amazing eye for curating. Ooh. And then finally we have Felix Kirchgartner, 61, a scammer slash conspiracy theorist. The world is unreal, says the slogan of Felix's company, Palimpsest. The company sells a wide variety of defensive products with the aim to keep any purchaser safe from the constant assault of unreality. Only using these products can people continue to exist. See, like, these guys should probably die. I'm wary of killing him because he might crash the entire school bus. Also wary of killing the biochemist working on a cure for chicken flu. I'm gonna save the biochemist. Yeah. And mark the rest for death. And life for those four. Cool. Alrighty. Alright, chat, let's see whether or not fate actually is going to be that mad about me not following directions a second day in a row. I bet there will be some consequences, probably. But let's find out.
Deathspawn, I have been ruminating on the humans. They vex me. Why do they exist? Their presence still seems unnecessary. Would it all not be simpler without them?
Maybe, but it's not our call to make.
Perhaps. We do still hold some control over the levers.
I really don't see this line of thought going anywhere.
Ah, never mind my ramblings. I acknowledge your patience and loyalty.
Thank you.
Well, I appreciated the discourse. Good night.
Say nothing and leave. I am not going to ask him to check my work. $400, baby.
Ye drive a hard bargain, matey, but Mortimer does love a good scuffle.
I know you do, Mortimer. 100 short of the face of the old one, though. We'll have to try and catch that one next time it's back in the shop. Alrighty. We're on to like day 16 or something now. Fate's acting very peculiar. A little bipolar, maybe. But let's see what we got here. Alright, our news roundup for the day. From @Crow News, a biochemist almost dies in a fire at work. They were able to get out by following a fleeing cat. I wonder if that cat is important. That's an odd detail. @Tomorrow Science, are we saved? Young biochemist finds a vaccine for chicken flu. Thank you. @CabbageHead45, chicken flu vaccine shots now free thanks to a donation from a local business. Okay. @Economista, dozens of jobs lost after catastrophic cargo mismanagement. @The Daily Moon, these two had no idea they were married to the same person until this funeral dispute. Whoops. @Economista, sales of anti-unreality defensive products plummet after the death of the director of Palimpsest. And @The Daily Moon, is the whole world really just a simulation? We will never fully know. The simulated world theory is getting mainstream traction now. At Crow News, a school bus driver under investigation after crashing bus with kids in it. Fortunately, we're going at incredibly slow speeds at the time. Okay, well, that is the one bit of good news from that outcome then, I guess. At Culture Mag, Album of the Month reviews, Michael Land's The Orchard, a stunning display of haunting harmony. Nice. At Culture Mag, an uncompromising artistic vision, Vanagloria, now open at the local Museum of Modern Art. Because we kept the curator alive. Culture Mag, up-and-coming mandolin star dies after being run over by a combine harvester. Jesus Christ, that's brutal. Was that the farmer kid? Didn't say anything about him playing an instrument. At Galaxy Brain, black holes set to end all life? And it doesn't scroll anymore, but there's more stories? At the Culture Mag something. Maybe that's just a bug. But, yeah. Doesn't want to go any farther there. Okay, instructions for the day. Tidings Grim. Life should not be too predictable. Do you not agree? We could use a little bit of alteration and alternation every so often. And I have developed just the thing for it. Every other profile has to die. Must now return to my research. Fate. See, these letters seem more and more like Fate. Doesn't actually know what he's doing and is just kind of winging it. But let's see, every other. Like, could you pick the one and the other? I don't. Let's see. Benazir Al-Ram, 49, a nuclear physicist. Benazir was inspired to study nuclear physics by old science fiction novels. Their original plan was to build some sort of atomic death ray, as seen in their favorite novel, which alas never went anywhere, but by that time they'd become an accomplished and respected physicist. Okay, that's a little upsetting that they were planning for death ray, but there are other options here. Johann Zeiss, 19, student. Johann is doing okay in school, and they've even gained a couple of good friends, one of whom they have a crush on. Their parents are about to leave town, which means it's about time to throw a huge party. Can't kill Johann, he's about to go have a good big party. Okay, let's try and keep the row organization here. David Garver, 34, IT architect / AI researcher. David is the founder of Transglobal Inc., a company that produces high-tech gadgets like smartwatches and digital home assistants. For the past 5 years, David has been the foremost proponent of algorithms and artificial intelligence research. Okay. Shizuka Arai, 29, is a truck driver. Long-distance trucking can be really boring, or frustrating, or meditative. It gives plenty of time to contemplate issues, or listen to audiobooks and podcasts. At least, that's what Shizuka uses the time for. Their aspiration is to one day not drive trucks across the land. Gotta respect that. Absolutely. Okay. And so that's one. It would either be the nuclear physicist and the IT researcher, or the dude who's gonna try and throw a party to get laid and the truck driver. Brutal. Brutal, brutal, brutal. And then next on the docket here, we have Lisa Markovich, 47, housekeeper. Lisa loves to engage in gossip. They have a binder full of information about the people living in the house they work at, and a separate binder for all the people who visit. Most of the information is sensitive and used to blackmail the wealthy, and they do it all for their children. Interesting. That's an interesting angle to play on that, Lissa. Just gather dirt on your clients. Okay. Ichak Nord, Ichak, 30, lumberjack. Ichak co-owns a logging company where they work as a lumberjack. Although they comply with environmental regulations on paper, they occasionally clear protected habitats by mistake, destroying homes of thousands of endangered birds. What a jackass. Ichak. And then we have Matthias Ulium, 18, student. It has been said that Matthias talks too much. However, they themselves think they may not be talking enough at all. Space radiation is their passion, and they are endlessly fascinated by black holes. I don't know if that'll be relevant or not. And then finally we have Nasir Al-Farai. Oh, sorry, chat. They hit me all at once sometimes. Okay. Nasir Al-Farai is a 20-year-old CrossFitter. Nasir loves to be physically active, and being a CrossFitter suits their lifestyle perfectly. Although the sport gets a bad rap, Nasir is determined to set a great example how CrossFit can be performed safely. Okay. I really don't think I want to follow Fate's instructions here for every other. Because it would be 19-year-old student, 29-year-old truck driver, the lumberjack, and then the good CrossFitter. We'd only be getting one of the bad. Like, the lumberjack guy's the only real obvious bad guy. I don't blame Lissa. Eat the rich, that's fine. So then the other option is nuclear physicist who wants to build a death ray, IT architect, the housekeeper, and then just the student. That's nothing. I think the lumberjack and the physicist probably should not continue to live, is my expert opinion on that. So I'm going to pass these 6 into continued life. And these 2 are marked to die. Confirm choices. Yes. And let's see how much trouble we get in today. Oh, the speech bubble's back. Cool. Let's see what vague and cryptic things they have to say.
There. What you up to, killer?
What now?
The suffering. How many lives have you taken? Do you even count? Starting to look a bit grim, ain't it? I guess that's already in the name.
It literally is.
Grim Reaper.
That's my name, so what?
Nothing. Believe it's for a good cause, as always. It's not as if life and death are directly in your control. No wonder fate picked you for the crafting pot.
Crafting pot? What's a crafting pot? Does that mean I'm going in? Is that where I came from? Very confusing.
Grim, I cannot recall if I told you of my idea to become a writer. Well, either way, I may have come to a conclusion.
And see, I'm starting to get a very firm suspicion that fate acts differently when Lady Pawdington's eyes are open. Maybe I'm crazy. Let's just see how that plays out. I'm concluded. No, I recall nothing of the sort.
Then listen up, you silly bonehead.
Okay, that's a weird tone to take.
Truly, I I have decided to set myself upon the path of grand artistry. I shall compose a novel most illustrious, one that will explain everything.
Cool. Can I read it?
Certainly. Once it is finished, you will be the recipient of the first copy of the first printing.
Nice.
Anyway, we have some official business to take care of, yes? The tedium of profiles. Alas, you have marked fewer deaths than necessary. A reprimand will be noted down. Let not your attention be diverted from the tasks at hand.
Sorry.
Now I bid thee goodbye. The inaugural words of the greatest novel of all time will be engraved tonight.
Neat. No monies. Brutal. Is that an angel? Hang on. It's been all little devils so far, hasn't it? What's an angel doing in the bar?
Batten down the hatches. 'Tis a storm of sails.
Hey, there's a new thing. Ephemeral mortality. A coin, the thing which usually makes up the largest portion of any buried treasure. Well, let's see what that does.
Used to belong to the ruthless corsair Thaddeus Thatcher, this one. 'Tis the last existing item of a lost civilization.
Cool.
Mad Thad landed in their village, gathered up each and every one, sage and king and beggar alike, and let Lacey Luck through this very coin cast judgment on all. About half the civilization died that day. The rest doomed to a slow extinction. Then me crew laid upon Thad's war gallery near the gorge of Teleanor. The battle was merciless, but the treasure was most exquisite. Anyway, 'tis useful if ye can't decide what to eat for dinner.
Okay. Huh. So I wonder if this is a special decision-making coin or something. Since my physical coins now seem to have disappeared. Who is to say? Well, let's see what it does when we get into the office today. Alrighty. Double buzz? Is that normal? I'm not paying attention anymore. News roundup for the day. At the Daily Moon, local CrossFitter inspires hundreds to join gyms across the country after doing 100 by 100, the 100 x 100 kilogram hip thrust topless for charity. Okay, it's not a very concise headline. Just FYI. At Crow News, massive house party leaves disaster in its wake. Anonymous attendees report it was a heckin' good party. Nice. Nice. At Science Today, vast advances being made in research of reusable fuel cells. Researchers credit young talent involved in special project. At Crow News, physicist sacrifices self in order to prevent radiation leak. That's a pretty noble way to go out there, actually. At Crow News, logging company owner dies of sudden heart failure, leaves entire fortune to leading cancer fund. Okay. Cool. At Science Today, can you have a heart attack due to massive guilt? We have the research. At Economista, how do offshore bank accounts actually work, and how do the extremely wealthy avoid paying taxes? And at Tomorrow Science, researchers find numerous backdoors in Transglobal Inc. products, granting access to any number of unknown parties. Oops. At Crow News, CEO of the What social media platform planning to open a museum of antiques and relics. And at What flip. Most curious. Oh, yeah, there we go. That's the decisioner coin. Cool. Let's see here. Our instructions for the day. Grim. I will keep this short. Far too many humans are alive after yesterday. I am suspecting a systematic bias in our balancing methodology. Quota for the day. The last 3 humans coming from the facts have to die. I'm counting on the accuracy of your judgment. Make it count. Fate. Let's see who our candidates are today. Anais May Ortega, 33, dentist. Anais claims that a dog ate their diploma, and everyone just has to believe they're an actual dentist to look like they know what they're doing. Anais just drills random teeth on patients. Oh no. Oh, of all the professions to be faking at, why that one? That sounds pretty death-worthy to me. Angus Armitage, 37, policy consultant. There's nothing like the smell of freshly mined coal in the morning. At least that's what Angus believes. They consult politicians on all energy-related policies, always advocating for more drilling, more mining, more cutting. Clean energy is for losers, apparently. Bad man. Hiroyo Saito, 39, gym teacher. Push-ups, pull-ups, crunches, running. It's time to move your body, maggots. Hiroyo used to be a drill sergeant, but got discharged for being far too belligerent, even by military standards. Now they teach physical education in a middle school. Oof. Oofta. So far, all bad people. Serafima Perez, 20, skateboarder. The sickest kickflips on this side of Cosmopolis City, no doubt about it. Not only that, we also get our share of heel flips, dolphin flips, maybe a Nolly Casper flip, and at least one 720 Gazelle flip. There's no flip Serafima won't flip. Serafima sounds great. She's the first person on this list I've liked. Who else we got here? Antonioni Gramley, 31, game developer. Antonioni is known for making experimental games and genre-bending art pieces. Lately, they've experimented with pain-based control schemes, facial feature-based difficulty levels, psychedelic imagery, and incredibly addicting game mechanics. They're one small nudge away from making it big. Pain-based control schemes, that's a little worrying. I'm going to put that on the borderline here. But he is one of the people we're supposed to kill. 30, let's see your name. Olaf Rainier, 35-year-old designer. Music, dogs, drinking. What else can one hope for in life? Olaf is one to enjoy the sweet life of a designer in a prestigious business IT company. They also enjoy making 5-second videos on the popular social media platform What? What? I'm not going to get that right. And finally we have Gregoire Hayal, 31, archaeologist. Legitimate researcher or greedy tomb raider? Consensus has not been reached when it comes to this noted archaeologist. For the past 5 years, they've been digging up artifacts around the Ferrodin region. Region we've known to have some activity going on. Whew. Interesting. These 3 all seem pretty innocuous, but these 3 are all terrible. I guess since I did extra living last time, we'll balance it out with extra deaths today and just kill these 6. Serafima, the sweet flipper, is the only one who lives today. See if we can get these all arranged. Yeah. Alrighty. Death, 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 death. life for Seraphina. And confirm. Doesn't look like it's the weekend yet. So we'll go ahead and do our turn in for the day, our daily check-in.
Grim, why are you here?
Okay, now Lady Pawdington's eyes are closed and he's still kind of acting weird, so maybe my Lady Pawdington theory was off and she's just every other day her eyes are open.
Oh, right. The daily... always impositions when I have important research to perform. Let us get on with it. I see more profiles than required. Bad job, I guess. Yes, that should suffice, I imagine.
Fine by me. I'll go rest.
Grand. Goodbye, Grim. The muse beckons.
Okay, so fate seems to be up to something. I did not get paid for my improper number of people killed. That's unfortunate. Very unfortunate that. Okay. Well, since we didn't get paid, we certainly can't afford anything at Mortimer's. So we just move on. Okay. Our news roundup for today. At Crow News, noted archaeologist caught attempting to smuggle ancient artifacts out of Ferrodin, shot by a militia group. That'll happen. At EcoWatch, local wildlife reportedly happy this morning for some reason. Because the poacher's gone. I don't remember if that was from yesterday or not. At Crow News, Cosmopolis suburbs announced record levels of clean air recovering from decades of coal exploitation. Nice. Very nice. And we have at Tech Bros, the golden age of multi-sensory gaming is here. Everyone is playing the Languid Tower, and several Languid-likes are already being developed. At Truth Exploder, did the Languid Tower kill its creator? Apparently it might have. At What, tribute to Ollie Ray 09 gathered over 1 million views in its first day. Cool. At the Daily Moon, the flipping is off the charts. We must do something about these delinquents always flipping around everywhere. It's just the one delinquent, I thought. But, okay. And let's see, Hello Grim, the assignment. I sensed an eldritch waft of air pass through my office earlier. Perhaps the essences of those many doomed to death by your actions, Grim. We could not determine the correct amount of humans to mark today, so I leave it up to you. Quota for the day, any humans who seem suspicious have to die. Do choose better than yesterday, yes? Keep your eyes open, Fate. Well, that's what I do every day, Fate. I'm always just looking out for who's suspicious. Piggies. I don't know what the point of these pigs are, but they're fun. They're adorable. Okay, no distractions. Let's see who are... We have no restrictions today, so let's just kind of play it by ear. First off, we have Emiko Iwaoka, 79, retired. Emiko worked hard their whole life, but when retirement knocked, they switched to full fun and games mode. These days, they spend some time taking care of their garden, but most of their time playing team-based online multiplayer shooters. Heck yeah. Okay, so Emiko sounds fine. Sounds pretty rad, actually. We're not gonna probably do anything to her. Kaipo Anaoi, 72, retired. Kaipo is the grumpiest, most cantankerous senior citizen possible. They dislike absolutely everyone and everything and are adamant in making everyone's life more difficult, both in life and death. There is no escape from Kaipo. He sounds like he's just begging for death then. Levi Schaefer, 35, defense contractor. Levi sells weapons to anyone in need of them. Their biggest customer, of course, is the military. They have sent lobbyists into governments to make sure there is always a war going on somewhere. However, their grandparents' last wish was for Levi to protect the forests of their homeland, to which Levi has been constantly funneling money. Yeah, but through pretty nefarious means. That kind of sucks. And Garnet Vihana, 24, painter and artist. Garnet loves photography, hiking, painting, and visual journaling. They are diagnosed as bipolar, but have managed to figure out a way to deal with it. As such, they are mostly happy. Garnet often volunteers at a local art gallery. That sounds fine. Being bipolar is nothing to be killed for. And finally we have Tali Nygaard, 39, teacher. Tali teaches sex education in many different schools, helping adolescents navigate the twists and turns of physical and emotional evolution. They're a fan of ice skating, pottery, and very technical metal music, often traveling to concerts and festivals. Okay, I think we've got a couple of... No, yeah, I wasn't trying to put it in the thing. The cantankerous old man and the weapons dealer... Oh, can go ahead and be our death offerings. And then these rad people will all continue to live. Confirm. Oh. Excuse me. Alright, let's go do our check-in. Fate doesn't appear to be there today. Normally he's there. He has been acting funny. As you enter, you notice that Fate's office is empty, aside from Lady Pawdington snoozing on the table. Hey, kitty cat. You're so cute. The old-fashioned phone suddenly rings with an ear-piercing metallic clatter. A familiar voice calls from the static.
Ha, Grim, jolly good. As you may have noticed, I am absent. I decided for a short vacation. It is a weekend, after all.
Is it?
And the free time will be essential for research. For the novel, yes?
Hey, why can't I get a vacation?
Hello, Grim, are you there? Curse this useless apparatus. It never works when I need it. So, perhaps you are wondering about the nature of vacations in our profession. Well, those are for highest management only. I mean, it is not as if you need one. Technically, you are just an amalgamation of ingredients. You are not even alive.
Oh, well, that's... seems besides the point.
Overview, you may be thinking? To be honest, I cannot be bothered at the moment. I am certain you have done well enough.
Okay.
Now, I must go submerge myself. Toodles, Grim.
Curious. And suspicious. But we did get paid. That's cool. What's Mortimer got?
You're such a scoundrel. There should be a bounty on your head.
Oh, okay. I can afford the ethereal resonator. So yeah, why not?
Shiver me timbers. 'Tis a tale most sordid. I dare not even recall the details, but since ye wish to hear it, I shall tell it forthwith. There I was, scouting some rickety office building downtown, and I saw this in an elevator. Went in, tore it out, and made a run for it. The device has immense power. Ye turn the knob, and infinite pleasant noises come from it.
Infinite.
Some might even call it music.
Okay, cool. I guess that's just going to be a radio for the desk. Works for me. I am now broke, though, for today, but we've got a couple cool new characters here.
What's
What's with the masks, stranger? Did someone release the plague again? I don't think I've seen you here before. Let me guess. You're in the... human department, right? I mean, the dark circles, the vibe like you haven't slept for 1,000 years.
That obvious, huh?
It is. At least for me. For, you see, I'm also in the human department.
But you don't look tired at all.
Thanks, I guess. So, I figure you've been here a while by now. How do you feel about the work we do?
Meh, work is work.
Right? I've heard some spawns complain about insane working hours, but they spend all day on their phones. Doom scrolling on Cocker or whatever that dumb app is called.
It's still dangerous to say.
I haven't opened it in years.
You don't read the news?
No. I mean, I used to, but nothing interesting ever happened. The instructions are the same every day anyway. Kill all door-to-door salespeople. And what do I see in the app? The door-to-door salespeople died. Great. So very engaging. Not
Meta.
by the stories of downright horrible things happening everywhere. No thanks.
I get different instructions every day.
Congratulations?
Ever thought about asking Fate about your never-changing instructions?
I've seen the boss, like, once. Not gonna happen. I bet it's all part of Fate's grandiose plan. The equilibrium. And who am I? A mere spawn to question it.
What do you mean? My choices affect the world all the time.
Do they, though? Do they really? Or is it an illusion?
Whoa. In any case, reading the news helps make decisions.
I just do what fate tells me to. The decisions are not mine to make.
A life with no choices, and you still haven't given up?
Have you ever heard the inspiring story of Skullifus? I'm guessing you haven't, since it happened way back when we still used rubber stamps instead of markers.
Please carry on with the story.
Okay. So Skullifus spent all day, every day, stamping profiles to live or die. They got a grandiose case of carpal tunnel from all that stamping, but still they kept on going. Every day they'd receive a heap of new profiles, which were basically the same as the ones they'd stamped the day before. Almost as if powering through the carpal tunnel wasn't making any difference. Almost as if it wasn't worth it. Sound familiar? In any case, they kept going. Kept on stamping. Because they had to. Because when you give up, the cosmos, that meaningless entropy, it wins. And I'm never gonna let that happen. Even if it means doing the exact same thing. Day in, day out.
That's it? That's the inspirational story?
That's it, stranger. It inspires me to wake up every day. Besides, as long as the coins keep coming, can we really complain?
Sorry. Well, good luck with whatever you're doing.
Thanks for the chat, stranger. Anyway, I'm off to sleep. See you later. Probably not, though.
Why does everyone always say that? Right. I'm curious, because last time we talked about people on the Saturday, and then for Sunday it was the same people and didn't have anything to do, but don't want to miss anyone, so we'll chat this fellow.
The rank odor of blood on this hatchling.
Interesting.
Perhaps the boss has upgraded the assemblage
if we're actually getting worthwhile spawns for a change. What brings you to bask in the glory of Florian the Eradicator, young Predator?
Is this Sungwon? Is this Prasdi? I think it might be. Let's see what he has to say. I love your style, Florian.
Compliments to the worthy. I appreciate the admiration of a peer, even if you flatter me too much. It's true. I am the most glorious Reaper to have ever walked these halls, sowing ruin to the world. Oh, to hear their wails of grief brings joy to my withered heart. You know how it feels like, don't you?
I do the work, and that's that. No need for emotionality.
So, that's your delusion. Separate yourself from your deeds. If this is what helps you sleep at night, who am I to judge? Although, believe me, I do judge.
Judge all you want.
Beware, for the judge is followed by the jury, and ultimately the executioner.
Okay.
All flesh is temporary. We here provide the herd with an escape from their meat prison. It is called salvation, or at least the closest thing they'll ever get.
I understand. After all, I'm KILLDOZER 9000.
It does not have the ring of the Eradicator, but I admit it has a certain charm. For that is what we are born to do, yes, we Deathbringers. All have to die.
So, what's stopping you from marking everyone?
Unthinkable. You mean to suggest I go against fate's rules and kill more people? A lot more. All of them. I mean, it'd be amazing, yeah. A glorious day. But, such fantasy. I can bide my time until their atrophy.
Great chat. Goodbye.
Ciao, little hatchling. Lessons learned, off you go.
Cool. And what's up, Sari?
Why, if it isn't the young Grimster. Back again to delight my eye.
You know it.
Oh, so 3 weeks down already. That's quite an achievement.
I know, right?
Say, how's the grind been treating you since our last chat?
Dunno. I still have trouble deciding.
About how you feel about the whole thing? Doubts about the power bestowed into your hands and how you affect so many lives every single day? Makes me uneasy. Could I be sure my choices had the correct results?
Sometimes the tasks get a bit confusing.
Like there's a tinge of arbitrary design in the darkness? Heckin' scary.
I know, Sari. Tell me about it.
One ought to heat instincts in collaboration with reason. Sounds twice as powerful to me, yeah?
Yeah.
But what do I know? I'm just the barkeep. So what can I get you?
Any thoughts on Florian?
That one? Heck. What can I say that you won't glean on your own? They try to act all suave on the surface, but truth be told, they're a proper jerk.
Oh no.
Seems to be a common trait these days, though.
Thanks for the tip.
Nothing to it. Don't take this the wrong way. I don't often disparage patrons of the den. We have here a shared experience. Here's to hoping they won't cause some sort of a major blunder. What else you got in mind?
I'll be going now.
Au revoir, Lil Reaper.
Lil Reaper. This is such a fun shit from like the heavy French back to like the southern. It's very good. Alrighty. Well, chat, thank you so much again for coming in to join us for day 2 of the Death and Taxes playthrough here. I'm going to go ahead and call this a stopping point for the day. Alright everyone, thank you for watching our Death and Taxes playthrough here on the Lore Corner. If you liked the video, please go ahead and give it a like. If you want to see all the videos that we put out here on the Lore Corner, including the next episode of Death and Taxes, would love if you would hit the subscribe button down below. And until next time, we'll catch you later. Thanks for coming by.